Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help, and welcome back to another market it analysis for the month of November 2022. There's a lot of items that I want to check out the prices of, the ups and downs of the month. Some of the items that I'm going to be showing in this video are from the last month's comments, so it should be a lot more interesting items on this time. If you guys like the video, make sure to go ahead and smash the like button and maybe even consider subscribing for more. Alright, so we're going to start this one off with a very interesting item, gold ore. Look at this. The November 1st, it was 211 GP, and it's consistently been going up every single day pretty much throughout all of November. Kinda crazy. It's literally just been going completely up. It has went up a ton of GP, so if you invested in them on November 1st, you'd have a lot of money right now. Kinda curious on why they are going up. The Avernic Defender hilt is a very interesting item as well. If we look at the month for this one, this is a pretty bad drop, guys. Look at this. So at the October 25th, we'll actually start in November here. So look at this. November 1st, it was 94 million. And then just look at this drop. Holy, went all the way down to 72 million, a little bit of an increase back up to 90 mil, and it's slowly dropping even more. Might be a good time to buy this item. Everybody's favorite item, the Twisted Bow. Let's check the November 1st. It was about 1,271,000,000, and it went up a little bit here, and then it went down, and it looks like it is roughly the same price, a little bit cheaper even, so not too bad. Very interesting item, the Prayer Potion Fordos. Let's check this. It looks like it actually crashed a little bit, which is you love to see if you're into Slayer. 9.6k, went down to about 8.7. They're roughly staying around the same. I'd say this is like an item that will always kind of be around this price. I don't see it changing a lot. Let's look at the past year, because obviously it had a pretty impact with different updates and stuff like that, but it's always staying around the 9k 10k range. When updates come out, obviously it spikes a little bit, but for the past month, you know, it's 9k, right? Like it just is going to stay around 9k. Good to see. And let's check the price of the Ceradomin Brew. I think it will obviously be going down a little bit because less and less people are doing the Raids 3 now and kind of getting back into traditional PVM. So yeah, as you can see, you know, November 1st, it was about 9.6k, and it dropped quite a little bit to 8.4. And it seems like it continues to drop. I assume because less people are doing the raid, right? Now this one I'm actually really happy about. On my alt account, I bought a Dragon Hunter Lance for 38 million GP. So around here is when I bought the Dragon Hunter Lance. And let's go to November 1st. It was about 47 million. So like I've already pretty much made 10 million GP on that investment. And I plan to keep the item obviously. But very start here, like look at that, 37 million, went up a lot. My prediction with this is as well, more people are going back to regular PVM and doing the raids less, so the items will be going up a little bit more. Yeah, it looks like it's staying around like at least over 40 million GP now, which is nice. You love to see that. I guess I should have bought 2 of them because I did buy for freaking 38 million, so it's still up quite a bit. Now, Dragon Claws, the past month, let's see. So they're 90 million, around going down a little bit. They crashed as low as 87, 88 million, and it looks like they're pretty stable. Obviously, if we look at the past year, the Dragon Claws, like they were dirt cheap at 60 million GP last year at this time. And because of the raids, they really shot up here to about 111 million. They're slowly crashing again, though. I don't know if they will hit 60 million like for a very long time anyways. It's kind of crazy. Like if you look at the whole year increase, they like an old item went up 30 million GP. Very interesting. Another item used a lot is Zulrah scales, and they've been very cheap as of lately. Looks like they're slowly going up again. They had a 213 peak this month, and looks like they're just continuing to crash. Let's check the whole year for this item right here. Yeah, they were, you know, pretty much dirt cheap. As expected, when the raid came out, they went as high as almost 300 GP each, which is crazy, and they've just been crashing ever since. Zulrah is still pretty profitable, but not like it used to be, man. Alright, so this is Dragon Bones, very good item that a lot of people tend to use. They 2.3k, and they had a high of about almost 9k, which is kind of interesting here. and it looks like they're, you know, crashing a little bit again. But let's look at the past year for these ones as well. These ones are kind of all over the place, right? So they went last year at this time they were 1600, and now they are 2600. So that's interesting. They went up 1000 GP in a year, and whatever this update might have been here is they rose quite a bit, and they just seem to go up and down, depending probably honestly on bots and how many bots are in the game. But long-term dragon bones are going up. I wanted to look at ranger boots as well. They're always usually around roughly the same price. So at the start they're 34-ish million, and then they had a peak of 36 million, maybe 36 million. So they're roughly around here. I want to look at the past year for ranger boots. So in the past year they've been as high as about 47 million. I guess right when around raids, the end of raids, they crashed like crazy. Would have been a really good time, honestly, to buy ranger boots when they're about 30 million, because eventually they're going to go back up like they are doing right now. But wow, that's pretty crazy. Like, big updates is really when you want to grab items and be very smart with it, because they could go down a lot or they could go up a lot, right? The best way that I like to see it is items that will be used a lot in a new update, for example. They're gonna go up a lot and then immediately after crash, right? So you pretty much want to buy these items on the crash. So yeah, it would have been pretty smart to buy some rangers. This is an item that really makes me sad, the blood rune. Let's look at the past month for the blood rune. Oh, it's even dropping more, man. At the start, October 24th, it was 236, and it's dropping. Had a very bad day there. Going up a little bit here and there, but it looks like it's just continuously crashing, man. This used to be one of my favorite money-making methods of all time, especially when that Guardians of the Rift update came out and you got that outfit. You could make bank here, but I guess so many people are doing it now. Not as many blood runes are being used, like people not using the scythe as much as they used to. And it's just really sad to see, man, that they're dropping. Look at the past year for blood runes. Wow. Like, last year at this time they were 321 GP, and now they are 225. It's really crazy to see the difference in prices of the items, right? Just crazy how profitable they used to be. Like, they were almost 400 GP each, and now they're like 200. So they literally halved since June. That's just crazy. Like, from this date, August 24th, crash. Oh, it's just so sad to see. This is another rune, the Wrath rune. I want to see if this was affected at all. So it kind of looks like all runes are really crashing. I'm wondering if it's because of the outfit. So many more runes coming into the game, not as many people using them. Really, wow, they've just been they're slightly going up again, but let's look at the past year for these as well. Look at that, dude. At one point they were 460 GP each, around 400 GP each, and then just continuously crashing. Like, it's very sad to see, like, some of the best skilling money making methods just going out, man. It's Graze Rapier is an item that I really want to buy on my alt account as well, but I wanted to make sure the price is stabilized before I went ahead and did so. Let's see how much this has changed. 80 mil had a huge spike, went up to almost 100 million, and it looks like it dropped. It kind of is seeming to be stable-ish now, though. Let's check the past year. Wow, so it was an over 100 mil, honestly. So it's actually at the lowest point like it's ever really been, right? Well, for the year anyways. When the raids came out, it almost went up to 200 million. That is so crazy that people are paying that for this item, and then just continuous crash. Wow, it's actually at a very good price to buy now. If you want this item, I would say it's probably not going to get too much lower than this. Can it really? Who knows? Alright, now for the old school RuneScape bond. I feel like this item should always kind of be going up long term, but we'll go ahead and see. So at the month, 6.4 million. I guess they dropped whenever the Fresh World start something, like after that came out, they might have dropped a little bit, but they seem like they're, going up. Like, they're at 7.2 million now. Is it because of the Fresh World Fresh Start Worlds now? I don't really know. They in the past month, they've literally went up over about a million GP. Let's check the past year. This one's going to be very interesting. Okay, so it's not going up they are going up month over month pretty much, but there are some times where they crash, which is I don't really know what would make a bond crash. I guess less people playing the game. That makes sense. January, right? The January crash for literally everything. But they just seem to keep going up like month over month for the most part. Holy, look how many people. Okay, so this is what happened. This is when the Raids 3 came out, right? Probably a lot of people were buying bonds and using them to sell for actual RuneScape GP to buy items, right? So it caused the bonds to crash quite a bit, and it looks like now they're kind of like recovering a bit, but they're at like whatever it was, pretty interesting how much they're almost at 7 million GP now for a bond, dude. I always think it's fun to make these videos and cover some of the best items in the game, some of the most traded items in the game. If there are any other items you want me to check out in the next one, like I said, I want to try and do these at least once or once every few months, just to kind of cover the old school RuneScape economy. I think it's very interesting to go ahead and see the price changes from month over month, because some of them can have a dramatic difference. Like you can make millions of GP off flipping and whatever it might be. Kind of something I really want to get into in a way is maybe start flipping on my alt account. It's really fun to look at the markets and see the numbers going up and going down and kind of catching trends with updates and stuff. You can make a lot of money if you know what you're doing, and I find that very interesting. So this is something that I want to keep doing at least once a month, or once every few months, like I said. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. If you went ahead and watched the whole video, go ahead and comment an item down in the comments below that you want me to go ahead and maybe cover in the next one. It can be any item in the game, whether it be a clue scroll reward, a skilling item, or a piece of armor. I think it'll be very interesting to cover. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.